first subtopic, ratio and proportion. Now, ratio is basically directly proportional. You can say ratio means share, ratio means the amount with respect to the other object or thing or quantity or anything under discussion. For example, if I say there are two cars, car A and car B, and I say car A weighs half of car B. So that's the ratio. But no one actually knows what the weight is. If I say the mass of car A is 1000 kg, only then someone can say the mass of car B is 2000 kg. Other than that, we just knew 1:2. No mass, nothing. So ratio is the simplest proportion, simplest comparison between two things. And proportion could be directly proportional, inversely proportional. Let's see, write these ratios in this simplest form. And in ratios, we can only multiply and divide with the same number. So 10:3, both could be divided by 10. This is 1:3. Now it cannot be further simplified, keeping them in integers. 0.4 and 0.6. So I'm going to multiply both of them with 10 first, making it 4 and 6. Now both could be divided with 2. So 2:3. These cannot be further subdivided. 15, 25, and 40. I can see that I can divide them all with 5. This is 5 3 times, 5 5 times, and 5 8 times. No further subdivision. Now, example number 2 says the ratio 2:5 in the form 1:n. Now, remember that 2:5 and 5:2 are entirely different. They are not same. Because 2:5, we can write it as 2/5, and 5:2, we can write it as 5/2. First one is in the numerator, second one is in the denominator. So 2:5 in the form 1:n. So the examiner wants to see 1 in the first place. As we discussed earlier, that we can divide and multiply the both numbers with same. So how do I get 1 in the first place? I'm going to divide both of them with 2. So 2 by 2 is 1 and 5 by 2 is 2.5. So n is 2.5. In B part, it says m:1. Now the examiner wants to see 1 in the second place. So I'm dividing both of them with 5. I get 1 here, and I get this is 2 by 5, which is actually 4/10. So 0.4 if we change them in decimals, or we keep it as 2 by 5. So m is either 0.4 or 2 by 5. Example 3. Divide $60 between two people in the ratio 5:7. So if A is getting 5 and B is getting 7, A is getting 5 out of 5 plus 7 of the total 60. That is 5 by 12 of 60. 12, 1 times 12, 5 times 5, 5 times is 25. Now for the second person, you see he is again using those ratios. You can use that, or else, because we know there's no third person, we can also do this. 60 minus 25 is 35. So first person is getting $25 and the second person is getting $35. Example number 4, divide 200 in the ratio 1, 3, and 4. It is just the replica of example 3. So we get 1 ratio out of the total 1 plus 3 plus 4 is 8 of 200, and 200 by 8 is 25. So 1 ratio represents 25. Now the question is simple, because in this question we are actually having 1. So I can simply multiply for 3 with 3, for 4 with 4. So third one makes it 25 into 3 is 75. And fourth one is 1 by 2 of the total, which makes it 100. Exercise. Ali, try the first one.
Yes, so 1 4 and
Sorry, 1 ratio what?
1 4
Correct. Haris, try the second one. I can't hear you.
Sir, sir, 16, 1:3.5.
Haris, in their simplest form, can we divide both of them with 2?
Oh, yes, okay.
So this becomes 3 ratio 8. Now 3
Okay.
ratio 8 is not being further simplified. See this C part, 14 ratio 8.
Oh, no, no, sir, okay.
But divide both of them with 2, you
7
get
into 4.
7 ratio 4. Now we cannot divide them both with the same number. D part, it says 2.5 ratio 3. How will you solve this?
2.5:3.
2.5 ratio 3. Ali, you also try that.
Yes, so
2.5 ratio 3.
Of, uh, 5.
We did that example as well.
Into 2.5 divided 0.5.
First of all, we can
Yes, sir,
multiply
we can, yes.
them with same number. I'm multiplying both of them with 10, getting 25 ratio
um,
30.
5 and 6.
5 ratio 6. Now we are dividing both with 5. So we get 5 ratio 6. E part says 1.5 ratio 3.5. Again, multiplying both with 10, 15
Yes.
and 35. Now we divide both with 5. 5 3 times and 5 7 times. F part 15 ratio 4.5. Try that.
So 3:9.
First, we multiply both of them with 10,
Oh, both of them. All right, okay.
150 and 45. We
Yes.
multiply and divide with same number.
5. 30 ratio 9.
30 ratio 9. We can still divide them.
Yes. 9. 1 ratio 10.
1 ratio 10.
No, 3 ratio 10. No, that's it.
3 10 times and 3 3 times. This is the answer. 10 ratio 3. G part. 4 ratio 8 ratio 20.
Well, 1 ratio 2 ratio 5.
Ali, repeat that.
1 ratio 2 ratio 5.
So 1 ratio 2 ratio 5.
4 1 times, 4 2 times, 4 5 times. Very good. H part. 9.8 ratio 4.2 ratio 2.8.
So this will be 7 ratio 3 ratio 2.
1 3 2.
7 ratio 3 ratio 2.
So 7 ratio 3 ratio 2.
Both of you getting same answer?
Yes, sir. We'll multiply with 10 and then we will simplify with 2. Or then we will do the calculation.
Question number 2 says that express these ratios in 1 ratio n form. So the examiner wants to see 1 in the first place. So we divide whatever number is in the first place to get 1. So we divide both of them with 2. I'm getting 1 ratio 3. So if you look at E part, in order to get 1 in the first place, I have to divide both of them with 4. So I will get 1 ratio 0.75 or 3 by 4. Try D part.
Sir, 1 and 1.6. 1 and 1.6.
1:1.6. Correct. Okay. I'm skipping question number three. We just divide with the second number and ratio one. Question four says divide each quantity in the given ratio. So we have to split 40 in 3:5. So the first one is 3 out of 8. Denominator is always the sum of all ratios of 40. I'm using calculator. 3 by 8 of 40 gives me 15. So this is 15 ratio, and the remaining is 40 minus 15. Because I had just two ratios, I can do that. So 15 ratio 25. Try C part. Still doing?
Yes, sir, honestly.
RS Ali. That was easy.
Yes, sir, I got 18, 20, 140 and 110.
140, 110. That is correct. Now let's try these three ratios. Try F part.
Sir, it's 49, 69, 46, 67, minus 69.
46,
69, 69.
69 and 69. Correct. Haris?
So can you do the working for this one?
Yes. Exactly same way. We are solving for 2 out of total. This total is 8.
Oh,
Multiply by 184. Working stays same always. No matter the ratios are 2, 3 or 7. Try question number 5. इतना टाइम नहीं लगता. कंफ्यूज है किसी चीज में.
this that I'm doing, I just understand what the point.
Meanwhile, I'm getting 39.
Or, I'm also getting 13 and 1.
So the difference between largest and smallest. Largest is
11,
5 out of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11
8
of
times of the
43 minus
43.
11 of 143
Yes,
and
sir.
39.
Yes, sir. I did the same.
Sir, why did we take the 5?
RS, difference between largest and smallest.
Oh, okay.
So we needed these two.
Oh,
Divide this in ratio. Now there are four ratios. So the first one is the 1 out of total 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
and then 2 out of 10, meaning 1 out of.
This is 18.
Yes.
Because I know 1, I can simply now multiply with 2 and 3 and 4. So this is 18, 36, and 18 into 3 is 54, and 18 into 4 is 72.
72.
Try.
So I'm getting so
Yeah.
400, 1,000, 1,000, and 1,600.
4,
1,000,
1,000, 1,000, and
1,600.
1,600.
So I think it's
Aris, what did you say?
said 2000 or 1000.
2,000. Let me quickly check that. Aris, we are getting 1,000. See, the first one is 2 out of the sum is 20
And 20,
into
4000,
1,000.
just
And then
400.
you just replace this 2 with 5 and then with 8. 5 by 20 or 4?
Oh, okay. Okay. 5
1,000.
for 20 multiply for 2.
Yeah. Question number 8. If 5 by 8 of children in a school are boys, what is the ratio of boys to girls? See, 5 by 8 are boys.
5
For
ratio
sure,
8.
5 ratio 3
Oh, yes.
because denominator is total. If 5 are boys,
Yes.
remaining are girls. Question number 9. A man and a woman share a price of $1,000 between them in the ratio 1:4. The woman shares her part between herself, her mother, and daughter. So I would need woman's share first. So man and woman is getting 4 out of 5 of the total 1,000. So she's getting 800. Now that 800, she shares her part between herself, her mother, and her daughter in this ratio. Woman, daughter, and mother. How much does her daughter receive? So daughter is receiving 1 out of this total is 4. of 800. So the daughter is receiving 200. Clear? Any doubt?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Number 10. Erika, Erika and Rachel share some money in ratio 3 ratio 2. The sum of money is doubled. In what ratio should they divide it so that Erika still receives the same amount? So the sum of money is doubled. The ratio would stay the same if they are going to get the same amount. Any doubt in this thing?
No, sir.
11th. In a herd of X cattle, the ratio of number of bulls to cow is this: bull and cow. Find the number of bulls in the herd in terms of X. So there are total X. So bull is 1 out of 7 of X. So I'm getting X by 7. Number 12. If X ratio 3 equals 12 ratio X, calculate the positive value of X. You remember I said that 2 ratio 5 and 5 ratio 2 are different because we can write 2 by 5 and we can write this as 5 by 2. So I'm writing this as x by 3 is equal to 12 by x. So we cross multiply x square is equals to 36, square root x is equals to 6. I'm not taking negative. So calculate the positive value of x is 6. Try number 13. Find y.
Yes, sir. Sir, 12.
Very good.
Um,
It is 12. Aris, almost
Yes, sir. Okay, 12. We do 144 cube.
very good. Very good. Number 14. 400 is divided between Kas, Jaspar, and Max so that Kas has twice as much as Jaspar and Jaspar has thrice as much as Max. So this is K, J, and M. Now, because of read the complete sentence, I'm going to write that M has 1. Jaspar has 3 times as much as Max, so this is 3. And Kas has twice as Jaspar, so this is 6. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, how much does Jaspar receive? Jaspar is the second one. He's receiving 3 out of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total 10 of 400. So 3, 4 times is 120. He's receiving $120. Try number 15. बेटे इतना स्लो क्यों है हम? हम्म दिस इज इजी टॉपिक.
So, some
Cake mixture 550. That is total. Dry ingredients flour, sugar, resin.
300.
So flour, sugar, and resin. I'm getting 100. Maybe that is incorrect. Let's discuss. Is twice as much flour as sugar and 1.5 times as much sugar as resin. So if resin is one, sugar is 1.5 times, and flour is twice that of sugar.
Yes.
And he's
Yes,
asking
sir.
how much flow. Yeah, 300. I did one by that. Forgot to multiply. Yes. Good, Harris. And Ali.
Mhm.
3 out of 3 plus 1.5 plus 1 of 550. You get 300. Number 16. A brother and sister share out their collection of 5,000 stamps in ratio 5 ratio 3. The brother then shares his stamps with two friends in ratio this, keeping most for himself. So the first one is for himself. How many stamps do each of his friend receive? So first of all, I need to know how much the brother is having. He's having 5 out of 8 of those 5,000 stamps. So 5 divided by 8 times 5,000. I'm getting 3125. And how much each friend gets? He's getting 1 out of 5 of 3125. So he's getting 625. Clear?
Okay, sir. I can tell why we choose one out of five.
Because he
Okay.
said how many stamps do each of his friend receives?
Oh, each.
They're getting 1 1. Because he kept keeping most for himself. So basically he's getting that third ratio. Still doubt, Harris?
No, sir. I understand.
Number 17. $520 is divided between three people A, B, and C if the ratio of A's share to B's share is 4 ratio 1 and B's share to C share is 2 ratio 3. Calculate the ratio of A share to C share. The best way to solve this question is just to sum up all the data. A ratio B is already given 4 ratio 1 and then B ratio C at another place is given that when B is 2, C is 3. Now you can see that from the original data, it is actually just doubling B from 1 to 2. So if I just make that 1 ratio, that will be 1.5. So 1 ratio 1.5. Do you agree that this becomes 1.5? We just did that 1
Yes.
to N and M ratio 1 thing. So now I can see that if A is 4, B is 1, and when actually B is 1, at that time it is 1.5. Clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
I can say the ratio of A ratio C is 4 ratio 1.5, but we need to simplify it. So that is 40 ratio 15 divided by 8 is divided by 5 is 8 ratio 3. Clear?
Yes, sir.
B part says how much each person receives. Now we can use this ratio as well. I'm just going to double it. 8 ratio 2 ratio 3. Is it okay? Just to avoid decimal. So how much each person receives? A is receiving 8 out of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of 520. is 320 and B gets 2 out of 13 of 520. He gets 80. Now for C, either we use the same concept or we just subtract these two from the total. So he's getting 3 out of 13 of 520 is 120. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the next concept, directly proportional or inversely proportional. Mostly proportional means directly proportional. Inversely would state that word. So that means if one thing is increasing, the second is increasing. For example, if I buy number of pencils, I'm going to pay the price. If I increase number of pencils, the price will also increase. So one is increasing, the other is increasing. One decreases, the other decreases as directly proportional. For example, the same question number 15. See, this was 550 grams. Out of those 550, flour was 300 grams. So if I just double this 550, I say that double friends are coming, I need double of it. So that would be 550 times 2 is 1100. So floor will become 600. So this is directly proportional. You increase one quantity, all other values increase in the same
Yes,
proportion.
inversely is one increase and other decrease.
Yes, very good. Haris, can you give an example?
Like if there is 300, if water is increasing, so the flour will decrease. And this will be inversely proportional example. So if water is increasing and the flour is also increasing, so this will be directly proportional.
You're speaking in a correct manner, but I would just object with the example or the subject, because if we are pouring water and flour together, increasing flour, we would actually need more water if we are
Yes,
mixing it. One of the example is the best example and the usual example is workers and time. If you ask 5 workers to clean the road, suppose they take 12 days. If you increase number of workers, the time taken to clean the road might decrease. Getting it?
yes, sir.
Workers and time. So I'm not expecting anything, but do try these worked examples for proportions. We've already solved all of these questions, leaving few parts. So these worked examples, and just give a touch to 3.1b. If you'll be able to do it, that is very good, or else we'll inshallah cover in tomorrow's class.
Okay, sir.
Anything you would like to ask?